Alrighty guys, so we are solving equations. Now, because we're in year 12 now, these equations get a bit tricky, but don't worry because I'm going to show you exactly how to solve them. I'm going to do A and B first, and that might just do for this video, and if you look at the next video, I'll do C and D. So for A, 3, 4k minus 7 is equal to 23. Now, I need you to remember, there are a couple of ways to solve this, in fact, pretty much only two. You can divide both sides by 3. However, if you do that, that means you get 23 divided by 3, and that's going to give you a bit of an ugly number. So I'd prefer not to do that. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand these brackets. So 3 outside multiplies with everything on the inside, so 3 times 4k, that's 12k. 3 multiplies with minus 7, that gives you minus 21. And that's still equal to 23, so nothing has changed on the right-hand side of the equation. I've only expanded the left-hand side. Now, I can begin to solve the problem. I'll add 21 to both sides. 23 plus 21 gives you 44. And on the left-hand side, all that I'm left with is 12k. The next thing that I need to do, most of you probably already know it, and there are two ways of writing. I could write over 12 there. And that's dividing by 12. So, k is equal to 44 over 12. Now, if you think that's a good answer, you're wrong. First thing, it's an improper fraction. So, think about the multiples of 12. They're 12, 24, 36, then 48. So, it doesn't quite make it to 38 or 48. So, it's going to be 3 and 44. The remainder from 36 to 44, that's 8. So it's going to be 8 over 12. Now, if you think this is the correct answer, you are wrong again, because 3 and 8 over 12 is not simplified. What we need to do is write 3 and 4 over 6. Still not right, is it? I'll undo that one. It should be 8 over 12, well that's 2 over 3. Of course guys, you have calculators, so this should be the easy part for you. B. We have m over 4 minus 5 is equal to 3m plus 8. Remember guys, it's a very good idea to rewrite the problems. Even though you have it written down there, just write it down, put it in your own handwriting. Makes a difference. Alright, so I better get on with this. I can, if I want to, subtract 3m from both sides. The problem is, however, if I do that, and I'll show you what it looks like, minus 3m there, minus 3m there, I'll have just 8 on its own. M over 4, take away 3m, or 1/4 of m take away 3m. That leaves an ugly number. I don't really want to do that. So instead what I'll do, how do I erase this? It doesn't look like it's letting me erase it, sorry. Anyway, I'll just cross it out. I'm going to multiply everything by 4. Okay, so the main thing that happens is m over 4 times 4 gives you just m. And that really just makes things easier. At least it does for me. You might be different. You can solve it differently. This is just the way that I'm doing it. Now remember, if you do it to the left-hand side, you have to do it to the right-hand side. So we times everything on the right-hand side by 4. That makes 12m plus 8 times 4. That's 32. Cool. Okay, so this is looking a lot prettier than what we had before. I don't know why I wrote it in red. But the next step, anyway, if I take away 12m here from both sides, that would be a very good idea. Now you might be wondering, why aren't you getting rid of the minus 20? Well, because if you look here, there's an m on the right hand side and on the left hand side, and that's not good. You don't want that. M take away 12m is minus minus 11m. Still minus 20 is equal to 32. Alright, so the next step here, I want to add 20 to both sides. That makes 11 minus 11m, I should always remember that minus, is equal to positive 52. Alright, so I'm going to have to, I can shrink that, make it a bit easier to work with, because I do need a bit more space. Okay guys, so we're very close to the end. The next thing that we need to do is divide both sides by minus 11. Okay, so we're at the end. M is equal to, and now here's the very important part. 4.72 is not the correct answer. For one thing, we have divided by a negative number, which means that our answer is negative. For another thing, if you were rounding it to two decimal places, it would be 4.73. If you were writing it in decimal form, in recurring form, you'd put 2 dots there because it's 4.72727272. And if I just want to make one more point, the other way in which you would write this is equal to negative 4, and over 11 we had a remainder of 8. And that's it.